Hey everybody, it's me, Sven Sharpen here, bringing you day number 125 of Let's Talk About Autism. Before we get started, might as well hit the like and subscribe button down below the video. That would help me out a lot. Anyway, today's video is about how those of us on the spectrum, or even just neurodivergent people in general, are very much capable of having and maintaining and keeping relationships for a long period of time. And one of the biggest reasons we can't is because we're forcibly relocated over and over again. I mean, this can happen to anybody. This isn't even limited to autism. It's just that when you're autistic, it can happen even if you've lived in the same house for your whole childhood. Simply because you're autistic and it's like, oh, this place doesn't have services. Yes, I've talked about this multiple times in the last couple of videos. So we're definitely capable of having relationships. There's plenty of autistic people that do have plenty of relationships and know what they're doing with them and have been able to maintain them for a while. I mean, I've had plenty of relationships, some of which that have lasted for 10 years. That doesn't mean I've been able to have much contact with them, especially recently and over the years, but I still know them in a way and am able to maintain some sort of relationship, even if it's not much of anything anymore. But really one of the biggest things holding us back is we're in a society that assumes we can't have relationships, or that we're incapable of it, or that we might not want it. Now, if for whatever reason you don't want social relationships, you don't want to have long-term relationships, you don't want to hang out with friends, I mean, that's kind of a weird thing to desire, but if you're really more fixated on yourself than other people, then that's your choice. It's just the problem is when you're autistic, society assumes that of all of us, and they just have zero regard for our relationships. They don't care about us at all in the relationships that we have. Like when I was forced to go to the wrong school at 14, they had no regard for my relationships at all. They didn't even consider that. They didn't talk about that at all. They just said, oh, he needs this because he's going to fail without the SPED stuff. That's what happened. And they had no regard for my relationships. And I told them over and over again, I want my relationships more. They don't care. They never listened. And it's because they think we're somehow incapable or don't desire those things. But we do. And we're capable of it. We just need to be able to actually have the choice to hang out with and contact people. That's how relationships are kept, is when you actually have consistent hangout time, consistent friendship time, consistent contact. Because without that, yeah, relationships are gonna not work too well. So the problem is the lack of contact, the lack of consistency, because governments are deciding where we should go to school and how we should live our lives. And it's not good. We got to fix this. So we got to debunk this lie that we're somehow not capable or not desiring relationships, because it's wrong. And I understand if that's a personal choice. If you don't want relationships, who cares? The state doesn't get to choose whether or not you get to have your relationships. Big pharma doesn't get to choose whether or not you want relationships. That's your choice. It's not their choice. So that's what I'm saying. And that's what I've been saying these past few videos. And I promise you this is the last video about this topic, and I'll get to something new tomorrow. But yeah, that was day 125. I'll see you for day 126. Thank you very much for watching this video, and God bless.